All right, so we're going to talk about branding, marketing, and social media. And just to start off, you see up there, you see my handles, you see, obviously Lisa's advice, a few words for your name, no dashes, no dots. Anytime you explain to someone your social media, you don't want to have to spell it out, right? You don't want to say the with a capital T and a capital E and a dot and a dash and a, splash of hot sauce and tortillas, right, Mike? But so you just want to make it super simple. So no dashes, no spaces, just all one word. That way, when you're telling people, you don't have to spell it out for them every time, right? All right, next slide, please. Hey, I feel like I'm a flight attendant. Next slide, please. All right. So you see a little bit of our branding right there. We actually don't have a formal logo. And let me tell you why. That is not something that we felt necessary to identify our brand with. So just because you have a logo or you don't have a logo doesn't mean your branding can't be completely on point. We have our stamp there, and that stamp, no matter what you find our product on, you will see that stamp, whether it's a sweatshirt, a kitchen towel, an apron, or a macaroon box, you will see our stamp on that. So next slide, please. All right, so just a little more branding. Obviously, photos are key in social media, right? Photos sell food. So if you are selling a food product of any kind, we highly suggest finding a food photographer. And we have a great one right here in Mojave County. I'm sure you can, phone a friend who's in photography school, whatever you need to do, but photos sell food. So if you're going to decorate your matrix on your social media with food pics, they better be great lighting, um, pretty clear, distinct background, and just appetizing. You don't want to like a dirty windshield in the background or a reflection off of you and your jammies. Like you just want to make sure your product is clean and clear cut and looking delicious. Next slide, please. So with my marketing, sorry, we only have 20 minutes, so I'm going to jump from subject to subject fairly quickly. But with our marketing, we use two main platforms, and Instagram really likes it when you stay within Instagram. So using a third-party app like Rana Designs or Canva can hurt your overall algorithm score, and we can go into that in just a minute. But these are great ways to make clear, direct flyers, professional looking flyers for events or things coming up within your business. Next slide. Okay, so here's some things I want you to look at about your profile. Right now, my profile, and I'm just gonna read it to you. Let me pull it up on my phone because my eyes are bad and I can't read it. I'm gonna tell people exactly what they're gonna expect from my page. Here's what my profile says: interior designer turned Mac maker. Right? That's absolute truth. I have the tips, tricks, and recipes and 90s wrap to get you to your next batch. Let's bake with our hashtag those Macs though. So right off the bat, you know what you're going to expect from my account, right? You're going to expect tips and tricks. You're going to expect Macs, and you're definitely going to expect me rapping to 90s music because that's my jam. I'm a little older than probably some of you, but that is clear, concise, and in just few words what you're going to expect from me. Am I going to talk about hair tips and tricks? No. Am I going to talk about how Mars and Pluto work? No. You get my point. So my page right off the bat looks really cohesive. My matrix is full of small 1 minute or less videos that grab you instantaneously, pops of color, and every picture you see on there is well lit, bright, and enticing. Also, one overlooked thing are all my highlights are matching. So if you can see that. Next slide, please. All right, so here's some algorithm. We talk about the algorithm. It's a dirty word, right? That algorithm. The algorithm is never changing. It's a math equation and it adds value or not value to your post, your story, different things like that. Instagram has its own algorithm every day. It tells people whether or not you're valuable or not valuable. When you're valuable to the algorithm, that means you're creating people staying on the app longer. That's all the algorithm is. So if you can create content that makes people want to stay on your page, Instagram loves you a little bit more. Same with Facebook. So here's how it works. If you have a response to a post within 10 seconds, it says, oh, people are interested in this, right? And it will show it to 10% of your viewers. Any of your posts on any given day are only shown to 10%. If someone comments or interacts with the post, and there's several comments or interactions, then it bumps it up to 20% of your followers, 30% and 40% and so on. So you really want to ask questions and get engagement off your context, off your, I'm sorry, I just blanked out on what that word is called. Caption, there it is. So if you can look at that first picture, 794 likes on that photo. Was that photo anything special? No, but it got interaction right off the bat. And that then Instagram pushed it to more people because it did. The next post you see is of your insights, and every account has insights, whether it's a business or a creator account. So these insights are telling you this: 486 people liked it, 352 commented on it, 8 people shared it, and 30 people saved it. That puts me well into that algorithm to be showing my things to more of my audience, which is more engagement, which, you know, sometimes you see the people in reels and you're like, how do I get into that, you know, platform of reels? It's by engagement. So the last picture you see on the slide is 473 likes, 39 comments, 31 shares, and 277 saves. So these numbers won't mean anything in particular, except for the algorithm is going to favor my post and share it to more people. How do you do this? Well, great question. One, having content that engages people, and two, boosting people from your stories to your post, sharing your post within your stories and going back and forth. That is the number one way to grab engagement. Next slide, please. Okay, this is the beauty of marketing. Do you see that line for our pop-up shop at Valentine's Day? This is what good marketing can do. And it's not that I'm extra special or I'm wonderful. My customers do know I care about them, and they do know my product is top notch. But this line is a product of marketing. And when I say marketing, marketing is just spreading the word about your business without selling your business. So like when I market myself to my demographic. I'm not marketing myself to farmers. I'm not marketing myself to nail salons. I'm staying right within my demographic of people who know and love my cookies. Good marketing just is that. If you are a farmer and you sell beef, you know, the branding on your beef package is going to be the same that they can find on your social media. And then when you have pop-up shops or sales, you're going to use all those tools and facets to get people interested in being there. Some of this is done by, you know, we had a line prize that day, and that is a great way to get people engaged in your product. And next, do I have a next slide? Maybe.
That's the last one.
That was the last one. Okay, can you go back to one of the first ones for me, please? Oh, let's stay there, actually.
Do you want this one or the next?
Yeah, let's stay on my matrix. So your grid is called your matrix. And if you can see, the best social marketing advice I can give is to create your matrix with lots of short videos. People's time, you know, attention to things is short. So if they can be entertained with a short video or 2 or 3, I have at least 9 out of that 12 grid right there. That gives people entertainment and that adds value. Same with your reels. If you're going to push out media, do reels first. The algorithm for reels is completely different than the algorithm for your post. So right now, if you were to post, like I said, it'll show to 10% of your audience. Reels is pushed out to 100% of your audience 100% of the time. And that is because they are trying to, try to keep you on the app longer, and they want you to be entertained. And so what makes a great reel? Well, there's just 3 different values of a reel. It's either valued for entertainment, you're offering information, or you're explaining a process. So for me, like I can do my max and make my max and create reels off of that. I can, you know, I think the whole side part, middle part thing came out on TikTok. Half of you won't know what I'm talking about. So I made a reel about all the junk food that this 40-plus-year-old mom likes to eat. That's probably not typical. And then I have reels about my colors and the colors that I use and make and create to create beautiful mats. So it's either got to be educational, informative, or just plain out fun. So if you're going to rate what kind of social media you should be making, reels would be top, posts would be second. Actually, I'm sorry, reels should be top, stories should be second, posts should be third, and live should be fourth. Now, when you're doing a live, it's very important to realize that no one likes to look at you, wait for your followers to come on. Oh my gosh, are my followers here? Where are my followers at? I'm just going to give this a minute. I'm going to go wait for followers. No. If you're going to do a live, half the fun of a live is doing the live and then save it to your IGTV for people to be able to come back and watch later. That way you keep people engaged and entertained. So with that, I also urge you to tag products that you're using. So we are known for tagging a couple products that we love, a couple companies that we love. And sometimes we get tagged back and shared, and that helps boost our social media. And a lot of times we're just building our resume for bigger and better. So for instance, like we tag spatulas that we love, sprinkles that we love. If you've been on our page, you've seen our 12 KitchenAids. We tag KitchenAid. That helps us to stay relevant within our market and also get shared by those bigger companies, which will then share our content and then we will achieve followers from that. Just on the side, I'm going to just note our account is only about 8 months old. And right now, as we sit, we have 4,237 followers. That is all organic reach. I haven't paid for a sponsorship or paid for someone to boost my product or my page. So using social media effectively can really work for you. And with that, I think that's it. Now, and we have some other industry here for sure. We have tortillas and hot sauce. I think Mike's gone, but farmers, this all applies to you. Your media, though you may think irrelevant to you, this is how dollars come in, right? I'm going to ask you a question. Would you know about something if you didn't know about something? No, you have to tell people you're there. And how you do that in the most unobnoxious way is by um, getting your social media on point. And I'm also going to encourage you to keep your social media on point by answering basic questions. People, you should answer back if people are asking you what time you open, where are you located, how can they find you. You don't have to answer back when people are sending you heart and the eyeball emojis or the clapping. That's just a hey, how are you? But you should be answering basic questions on how people can find you. That's important.